All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Salesman B, and this is day 2 of our web design bootcamp. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the session. Yesterday we talked quite a lot about the things we need to get ready before we start building a website, and it's been quite an interesting journey for both me and even learning as we go, things that have worked for me over the past decade as a web designer. So tonight we're going to, dive deep into getting a domain and hosting, purchasing our own domain and hosting platform from any platform that we choose. So yesterday we talked about various platforms that we could use and the things we should look out for before choosing a platform, like your pricing, like the offers, if they have customer support, and all of those things, right? So getting a domain and hosting is quite easy on any platform. It's as simple as just pay as you, and when you sign up, you pay and you get to start using it. So today we're going to go over, we also talked about security, like SSL, purchasing, the things you need to look out for while purchasing your domain and hosting. But today we're going to be purchasing a live host here, and a live domain hosting, installing what we need to install, and basically, get in and have a full overview of what it looks like. All right, thank you very much. Let's get started. So if you have questions, please, after the class or just at the end of the class, you can ask your questions, because this is going to be a practical class. So if you have your laptop, you can put your laptop on and maybe watch from your phone or something, as we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Coming. Okay. Okay. All right. So sorry for the delay. Let me share my screen again. Okay. Can we all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to go to my browser. So this is I opened the Namecheap account, although I've had this for a while. I want to open a new. Sorry. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, so what you want to do first is to go search for a domain. So yesterday we talked about I was to search for the real SMO.com. Did I get that correctly? The real SMO.com, yes. Because that's my handle on YouTube. So that's my handle on YouTube. So yeah, the real SMO. So we're going to check for the real SMO.com. Yeah, it's available, right? The real SMO.com. Now I'm just going to add that to my cart, and yeah, that's $10. And I'm going to go to hosting and pick shared hosting. I already explained why we picked shared hosting yesterday, because of the plans that they offer. So this one offers domain name, I can only view 3 websites on it, 20 gig of SSD, 30 mailboxes, and a website builder. While this one comes with unlimited and also a backup, this one comes with cloud storage. I don't necessarily need this one because the SSD is still metered, right? So I prefer to use unmetered SSD. So, but I pay, if I'm to choose for, this is yearly, so I just want to switch that to monthly. So it's $6 every month. right? $6 every month. So I'm just going to click get started, right? So it will show me my new domain is therealsmo.com. Shared hosting is so you see the hosting $6, domain $10, 16.94. So I'm just going to add that to cart. So I'm just going to go ahead to my Gray account. I'm going to do it on my phone anyway. So here you get your, I think this is Internet Corporation of Assigned Names. It's free. I think this is okay, 0.18. They gave me 23% off anyway, but I mean, your domain privacy is free forever. I'm not using premium DNS. I'm not adding anything. I've already added web hosting for 1 year. So I'm not adding business email. I'll show you guys how to create business email. I'm not adding SSL because when we were choosing the plans, this one comes with about 50. It comes with about 50 SSL that you can use for free. So I'm not going to be adding any of that. So yeah, so this is monthly. So but if I switch to 1 year, it shows at $34. If I switch to 2 years, it's about $53. You know, if you have money to do that, please go ahead and do that. But I'm just going to pick 1 month. Okay, so I don't need any of all these things anymore. So I'm just going to click on confirm order. Come in. Let me see. I want to change my what you call it, my Naira to dollar on my Gray account. Okay, so I'm just going to log into my Gray so you guys can see here. Gray. Some people are coming late for the class. Oh, okay, they are joining from their phones. Okay, so I'm just going to log into my Gray account. Yeah, so I'm logged into my Gray account. I have 13,000 Naira there. So I'm just going to convert this to dollars and 13,000. That will give me about $10, $10.4. And at what rate? I don't even know. So convert money to $10.45. Back to balances. So I have about $7 in my card, so I'm just going to add money. I'm going to add $10.45 to my card, to my virtual card, and it's almost instant. Yeah, it's instant. So let's wait for that to, yeah. So I'm just going to refresh to be sure that I have money in the Gray account, so that's $17. Yeah, so we're going to come back here and I'm going to choose secure card payment and switch to use previously saved cards. I'm going to choose Gray. So I already have this saved on my bank, wherever. So if you have PayPal, I use PayPal sometimes on my card is misbehaving, or I just fund my account, right? So you use your billing address, automatically renew. No, don't automatically renew. Okay, make sure all these are selected, and then you click on continue. So when I click on continue, I cross-check. You review it. Domain, therealsmo.com. 1 year. Free domain privacy, 1 year. This is 1 month we're getting like that address. I have read all the agreements and all of that, and I click on pay now. So it takes you to a new page where, yeah, so payment authorized. You can see it. If it doesn't show authorized here, you read this, so the status of your order is automatically updated every few seconds. Navigating on this page will not cancel your order. So 2 out of 3 has been completed, and boom, yeah. So you have your receipt here. So if you're working for a client, please always download your receipts and come here and put websites receipt, so that you don't necessarily need to tell the client, yeah, but if the clients ask you, oh, let me see what you bought, it's best to have it so that you don't have to start explaining to them and all of that. But it's always best to keep records, and it also helps your business. So next thing we're going to do, I think they told us to, your order has been completed, placed, use the number below to find your summary. Okay. So you can manage everything from here now. But it's best to go to check your mail. So let's check my mail. Okay, so I have my Namecheap order here. They're still supposed to send me some details. This is Cloudflare. Okay, hold on. Let me refresh. The domain and the hosting details will come in like few minutes. Takes about a few minutes for it to come in. So we're just going to wait for it. But if it's taking too long, also don't forget to check your spam folder just in case. Okay, it's not in my spam folder. Let's just chill. Okay. This is my other website. My web designer is working on my other website. So okay. All right. So let's just wait for the Namecheap. Namecheap details. But if it's not coming, you just have to go through you go back here, come to your dashboard, and you see it is active. But the SSL is not installed yet. So what you want to do is click on manage, come to products. Yeah, so you see, go to cPanel. Now, the cPanel is it's like how you manage your hosting, right? It's like the settings for your hosting. Without your cPanel, you can't really do anything on your website. When you can't do anything from the front end, the cPanel is where you go to, right? It's the back end. So you go to cPanel. I don't think it's going to, let me activate my VPN. Hold on, I need to cancel that. Because if you use MTN network in Nigeria, I think this problem started as far back as 2018. MTN kind of redirects your what do you call it? Your whatever. So I use your network and it logs you out of the cPanel. But you can also text Namecheap to send you a login for it. So but I have this VPN Zenmate is an extension. You can always use it. So I'm just going to go to cPanel. Let's see if it opens up. We should also be checking the mail to see that Namecheap sent us the details that we need. Okay, so they've not sent it. Okay, so we have cPanel. So this is your cPanel. This is all the tools that you need to build your website is here to manage it. I'm seeing people that didn't register for this class, so I'm seeing their names here. But it's okay. Let me not say anything. So the details you check here, your shared hosting, whatever your space, you have file usage about 300,000 files. You've used 2.1 MB of Infinity. So this is unlimited, literally. So you have access to do quite a whole number of things. I'm coming, I just want to share. Let me type this so that we can be able to check out one of the things. So this is your control panel. We're not going to go over everything on the control panel, but there are basic things we will go through in the control panel. Now, this is your domain. If you click on it, it will show that it's not yet active. Yeah, it will just show this is not yet active. So what you want to do when you get here, first thing we're going to do is try to install see that it's not secure. And yesterday I told you that if you don't have your SSL active, it will show you that it's not secure. All right, so you want to go to Namecheap SSL, right? Because your SSL is from Namecheap. But if your SSL is not from Namecheap, you connect it via the certificate. That's how you download it from securities. I mean, you can check out a YouTube video. We're not going to do that here anyway. So from security, there's a way to, yes, you can install your SSL from here. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just going to sign in with you. So if you bought your SSL from a different place, there's a way to install it, a new SSL. There's a way to, you can check out a YouTube video on this, but it's very easy to install. But I already have mine. So I'm just going to sign into Namecheap. All right. So installed via Namecheap. So it's going to show me that it's pending. It takes about 25 minutes for you to activate, but I'll keep checking just in case. So anytime you see HTTP means hypertext transfer protocol, it's a web development term, right? HTML term that talks about security and all of that. So like this SSL is connected now. It has the S. That S is like security, quote unquote. Yeah. But if it doesn't have this S, so your website is HTTP, you won't be able to, it will show that it's not secure. So let me show you something. If I copy this now and I paste it on a browser, you see that there's no S there. Can you see my browser? Can you guys see the browser? Okay. You see that there's no S here. But let's say I copy, I'm coming sell with SMO. Okay. Let's say I copy this for instance. Let's say I copy this, let's copy this to a new place. You see that this one has the S because I have the SSL installed, right? So this is just a website, a web page I built to sell a product in the first quarter. So there's still more that we're doing, but yeah, you get the drill. Okay, so we're just going to keep refreshing to make sure that our SSL has installed. We're going to keep refreshing because without the SSL, we cannot install WordPress properly. It would not install the way we want. It will install, but it will not be the way we want to do it. Now, some people have been asking me, oh, SMO, is there anything I'm going to download on my system? Not necessarily. Everything you're working with is offline. It's online, sorry. Everything you're working with is on your browser. You don't need to download anything to your system. Although you can work with WordPress offline and then later upload online, which is a very long journey, but it's best to do things like this. Now, if you have gotten a hosting without auto backup, like in the plans that I showed you here, this would not show up on your own. This was it. Sorry, this auto backup will not show on your own because here it doesn't have auto backup. If you chose this $1 per month, right? Let's switch to monthly. Let's say okay, $4. Let's say $5 per month, yeah. And me, this is like $7, right? Auto backup comes with it, but this one doesn't have auto backup. That means if anything happens to your website, there is no way we can go back to how it was before, or we can recover your information. So we've talked about SSL. We're waiting for our SSL to install. We're just going to sync to see if it's finished. It takes a while anyway. So let's say the SSL is taking time to install. We're just going to, what I usually do sometimes is I text, see when my class captain is coming to class. Wow. So I text Namecheap. That's what I do. You see, my SSL is active, right? So it doesn't take so much time. Let's check if the mail has come. Yes, the mail has come for our Namecheap. Yeah, so you see our hosting here. If you check here, you see your details. You can log into your accounts. You know, I've changed this password, but this is my Namecheap password and all of that. You change it once you log in. So now it's active. So let's go back to Secan. Okay, so in let me check out this is so we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this, so we talked about this yesterday. So now let me talk about the file manager. So your file manager is where all your files that you're working on your website is. So if you finish coding and you save your documents to upload, you'll find everything, you'll put it in your public HTML here. So everything you're working on, you understand by the time we install WordPress and all of that, but everything you're working on is stored here on your file manager. If you want to add pictures, it's here. If you want to add documents, themes from your backend, it's here. So even your SSL details, everything is saved here on your file manager, right? You can upload documents, you can upload whatever it is you want to upload, right? It's done here. Are we all getting that? I hope it's making sense to us. So the next thing you want to look at is, we've done SSL. The next thing you want to look at is email account. So business email. So when you hear business email, mails that come with your domain attached to them. For some, if there are some platforms, them say those of you who are working international platforms, you want to travel, you want to go somewhere, you want to apply for funding, and they say put your business email, and then you put mail something at gmail.com. They ignore it or they reject it. It's because it's not a business account. But you can come here and open. So you choose email. Look for the panel that says email. You see email account, and when you, what is it? Yes, when you open it, you have an this is a system email, right? But it's, I don't think you can use this, right? So what you want to do is click on create. When you click on create, you can now choose whether you want mail. Okay, so let me choose sales at therealsmo.com. Set password now. So let's generate this password. So whenever you are building something, always organize your files. Always organize your files. So if you come to my Google Drive, there's you create a folder for your login details because you need them. You create a folder for your login details. Okay, don't want to do that thing. You create a folder for your login details. Yes, you wonder everything. Okay. Okay. So login details. So I'm just going to open a new folder and name it login. Why? So that I can always access it and it's safe online here than, you know, on my phone where somebody can put my phone in. Always secure your email. So email details, username, password, right? So these things are very important to keep your business or whatever it is you're doing well structured. Okay, so sales at therealsmo.com. You want to select and copy this code and put the password here, and the email is sales at therealsmo.com. Okay. Okay. So I mean, I'm going to change this password after the class, but you get it. Okay. So the password strength is 100%. Stay on this page after create and just click on create. So now, if you work very well with this email, like you want to use it a lot, what you want to do is click on manage so that you can increase the space. So I changed mine to 1 gig. No, I'm just going to put unlimited here so that whatever mail is coming in, it doesn't get stuck. I had a client that I worked with that I forgot to set at 250, and client wasn't receiving email for almost a month. And she thought she had lost the client, but she thought she was losing clients, but apparently they were sending her messages and it wasn't entering. So make sure you increase the space for the email. Receiving incoming email, allow. Receiving outgoing email, sending outgoing email, yes. Logging in, allow. Automatically create folders, okay. Update email settings. All right. So now there's a way to set this up on your mobile phone. You can check this out here. Sorry, somebody's trying to edit the pass. Okay, so there's a way to set it up on your mobile phone. When you get to your mobile phone, there's add orders on your Gmail. When you want to add email and says add orders, you enter this as the username, you enter this as the incoming server and the outgoing server, select IMAP or POP3 and then use the password, and you'll be able to use it on your phone. right? Via Gmail or any of those things. So yeah, if you use an iPhone, the Lord is your strength. I don't know how to help you. But if you can use Gmail on your iPhone, you're good to go. Okay, so now that we understand how the email account works, we can always open multiple. When I say multiple, I mean multiple email accounts. So let's just go back and let's create another email. You can create multiple. So create, let's say, contact at therealsmo.com, generate password, and create. So don't forget to increase the space, manage. Well, I didn't save the password for that one, so I might even have to delete it at the end of the day. So manage, yeah. So unlimited, generate new password, see, and update email settings. So you can create unlimited emails. Now you go tire as long as you don't exceed your 300,000 your space on your whatever. So I mean, available infinity. How many have you used to? So you can create multiple email passwords. So that's why it's always important to have a website when you want to do business so that you can create in business emails. If you want to buy business emails, I mean, there are various platforms. So uh, if you want to get plenty, you can get from Namecheap, you can get from MailChimp, you can get from Hostinja like that. It costs, I think it costs about, it's very cheap. It's quite cheap for various platforms. I have my VPN on, so it's going to redirect me to the US part of it. So, but you can always buy emails, but if you don't want to, just get a website and a domain, and you're good to go. All right. So your database, right? So if you check here, so this is everything that has to do with your database. So your database is where all if your website has information, data, all those things are stored in your database, and you access that through your PHP So if you want to move all your database details to a new platform, this is where you are going to be going. So everything that this website is running on is here. So if I've not installed anything yet, if not, you'd have been able to see everything that works here. But this is just empty. This is clean, right? So whatever database that you have here, I don't have anything yet. So, but whatever you have here, you can easily download it. For example, when I wanted to download my user details and their login passwords and everything, I come to my database and I can see everything and I can download it. But you can always watch a video on, you don't need much of this, right? So unless you encounter serious trouble, and if you do, you can always contact me, but we're not going to go deep into it, right? So it's a little bit technical, so we're not going to go deep into it. Your backup and security. So basically, hold on. You want to be able to change your password, make sure that your SSL is active. Whatever information that you want to change on your what do you call it, on your cPanel, you can always change it from here. So your password and your security, make sure you don't share your information with anybody. So I'm just going to try and change this information. My old password. So my old password is somewhere in my mail. My old here. My old cPanel password is here. So I'm just going to copy this. And where are we? I'm going to put it here. My new password will be this. No, where's it? Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I made a mistake. Password should match. Yeah. I don't understand why the password is not matching though, but okay. Yeah. Okay. So change password now. Okay. So I can just save this. Okay, so I'm just going to input this, my passkey, and log in. It should take me. Oh, what was my username? Sorry, it's a completely different username. What was my username? Oh, okay. So you see that I almost goofed it. Okay, so now we are in, right? So what we're going to get into next is what I call your CMS platform, right? So I'm going to be introducing you guys to WordPress. So did we get everything from the first session? Do we all know how to create emails? Do we now know how to create
Yes, sir.
emails, how to work around cPanel, get our SSL activated, and all of that, right? So if you faced an issue, you come back and watch it again so that you don't have to make a mistake. If you have questions, please always ask questions so that you'll be able to watch. All right. So I'm just going to share my screen again. Okay, so let's go into WordPress. So there are lots and lots of content management systems to build your website, right? Lots and lots of content management systems to build your website. Oh, hold on. You need to save this email too. Okay. Okay. So give me a minute. Okay. I just needed to be sure that I have the right email saved. I think the network is messing up a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to be sure that I save this on the right label. So this was when I was talking about your if you want to get an email, but let's go back to WordPress. Okay, so there are a lot of platforms you can use. They call them content management systems, CMS, because you use them to build websites, right? There are lots of them. There's WordPress, there's Joomla, there's is it Django? There are lots and lots of them, right? That you can use to build your website. But today we're going to be concentrating on WordPress, right? So I usually come here, Soft Oculus. So in Soft Oculus, you can see all the platforms that you want to use here. So there's WordPress, there's Joomla, there's Abante Cards for e-commerce, there's search for hosting softwares. There are lots of guys, right? That you can use to put your website, especially if you're also coding, right? But today we're going to be using WordPress. So you can just go from here and install WordPress, or if you want to use other platforms, you can go from Soft Oculus. But I prefer to go from Soft Oculus, so I'll just click install. So we're installing WordPress now, right? We're installing WordPress. So there's a difference between WordPress that we're using now and let me see. So if you go to wordpress.org, I think in wordpress.org and wordpress.com, there's a big difference between both of them. So this is where you can host your website on this, and you can also like drop your codes on stuff. You can read. It's more like a blog anyway. You can read stuff on here on WordPress.org. Or WordPress.com, you can host your website. Sorry, you can host your website. It's like Wix, like the ones I showed you yesterday. You can host your website. It will show you whatever domain you choose /wordpress.com. So it will be hosted on WordPress. But this is for information. But since we already have our own custom domain, we don't need any of that. So one is to install WordPress. So we clicked on install and it brought us to this interface, right? So what's this? You can create sets and directly install your most of it. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So now it's showing us install. Now it's asking you choose your URL. Choose the URL to install the software. You already connected your domain to your hosting, so this is going to show up here. Now you have different options. If you did not have SSL, this you can choose any of these options. But if you have your SSL, you click on this and it's going to confirm that this is there, right? So mine is already there. It's going to check it. It's there. But if it's not there, to show you that it can't install HTTPS, it will only be able to install this. But I have my SSL, so I don't have problem. Now you can choose to create. I have just one domain. And okay, let me walk you back. So if you want to create a subdomain, right? You need to just come here. Let's look for, hold on, domain. So you can come here to domains and you can create a domain. What's this? Sorry. I don't know why I did. Okay. Okay, it's asking me to enter my password. Okay. Okay. So sometimes it logs you out for security reasons. So you see that I have the realsmo.com. I can choose to create a new domain, right? That will be a sub of my domain, right? So I can choose to say ob dot yes. So this dot is to show that it is a subdomain, right? So once I click on create, I don't want to share the root document, so I'll just click on create. This is to create a subdomain. So you can create multiple subdomains. So anytime I go to ob.therealsmo.com, you would see it will open as a new website here. So it will open as a new domain, but it will be under this one. You can delete it whenever you want to. So if you go to, where were we with WordPress? Okay, so let's refresh this. We've not installed yet, so let's refresh this. You would see that ob.therealsmo will come out. Can you see? So if I had multiple emails, and you can also connect an external email to your hosting. So I don't have a fresh domain. I would have used that as an example, right? So where were we? Sorry, I would have used that as an example. So let's say I had Sell with SMO connected somewhere else. I can just add it as a new domain to use this hosting as the hosting for that domain. So Etivio.Africa can be connected here to this hosting. This is where I'll add it. So you can have multiple domains on one hosting, but it's going to tell on the speed and the quality of the site in general, right? It's going to stress your server in general. Okay, so let's go back to WordPress. If you have questions, please ask. So I'm going to. So you see that this ob.realsmo does not have SSL, right? Because I've not installed SSL for it. So if I click on HTTP and I click here, it's going to go. But when I click on the real SMO, I want to select HTTPS. Okay, so HTTPS therealsmo.com. If you put a directory name here, let's say you put Toby here, your website will be therealsmo.com/Toby before you'll be able to access it. It won't be that means you have to pull out all the information from the Toby's directory, right? So don't forget that I told you that everything you create is stored in your file manager. So, but we're not going to create a directory for any of that. So it's just going to be the real SMO. This is the current version of WordPress. They are always upgrading, but I use the current version all the time. So what's the name of my site? Let's say the real, you can leave this blank, you can change it later. The real SMO, hit your goals, sell, king of what? Let's say king of sales. Right. Okay. So I'm not going to click any of these things, right? So if selected WordPress Chrome, no, I'm not going to select any of these things. So my admin username will be admin. I can change, you can put anything as your username. So, but I'm going to pick admin SMO. So I'm going to hide this so that I can be able to change it. So admin the real. Yeah, admin the real. And I'm going to input my password. Okay, so I'm going to use this. No, let me use my namdkbob@gmail.com. Okay, yes. Okay, so put your admin email, because if you don't put the right email, whenever you lose your password, you won't be able to reset it. You have to come back to this place, cPanel. You can't reset it from your email directly. You have to come here and change everything from scratch. So you want to put the right email, and you want to copy this. Okay, you want to copy this. Limit login attempt. These are plugins. I'll explain what plugins are, but I'm not going to install any of this, right? English, choose your language, English. If you're not a Nigerian, you can choose your language. Or you're not a white, I say, you're not an American or a British citizen, choose whatever you want to choose. Speak Hausa, choose whatever you want to choose. So I'm not going to select anything for this. I'm just going to put the same email, and then I'm going to click install. It takes almost how many seconds? Boom, 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 boom. We're live. So you've installed WordPress on your server, on your hosting right now. So anytime you want to go to your website, what you need to do is put the name of your website. So therealsmo.com/WordPress-admin. And it opens up the interface for you, right? And then what was our email? Admin the real. That was our username. Admin the real, and I'm going to just put my password. Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay, and I'm going to click on login, and it's going to log me in 10. Yes, this is what the entire WordPress interface looks like. Now, let's check out what I can see. So let's go to a new browser and just type in the real smo.com. Let's see what shows up. Boom. This is what shows up. Blank sample WordPress page, right? WordPress page. This is what shows up. Hold on. I want to connect my hard drive to my laptop so I can be able to get some details. Okay, so this is what shows up for your website as blank. It's going to be blank. So I'm going to take my time to explain every single thing that you need to know. So the person with the microphone, please mute your microphone. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, we can also save these details. Okay, so let me explain everything here. So this is your interface for WordPress. This is your dashboard. Whatever information that needs to show up here to show up here, right? This is literally where you get updates. Literally, you're on your dashboard. If you want to create posts on your website with a new theme, this is where you create your post. There's a hello world post. So let's view this. You can create posts here. Let's see what this looks like. Hello world post. It's just blank, right? So you can always share this with, but let's say I want to create a post, right? On my website. I want to share with people, for instance. I'm just going to click on this, create new post, and then it's going to open up. So I'm just going to turn off this so that look faster. Yes. When you start working on WordPress, you get a block editor. We have different editors that we use for designing websites, but you get a please mute your mic. Mute your mic. Anonymous talker so that I don't remove you. I'm going to remove this guy. Mute your microphone. Okay. Let me just. Okay. So please mute your mic so I don't have to remove you. I've removed somebody now because it's distracting. Okay, so you get the drill. Where were we? My God. So we have lots of web editors that you can, WordPress editors that you can use. But WordPress has their own editor called block editor, right? So you can add the title of your website is let's say new posts by SMO, right? So what do I want to add to this block? I want to add a paragraph. Then you can add whatever it is you want to add to this, whatever it is you want to add to this, whatever. And you can publish this and what is this? So this is live. You can just check it out on any page to see what you've posted. Yeah, so you see new post by SMO, right? This is previous post by SMO. You can see this, right? So that's about posts. Let's go back. You click here to go back. You can add posts however you want to add posts, different categories, put your post in different categories, whatever you want to do. You can always upload media to your, so let's upload a media to my, so let's say I want to upload this image here. I can always upload it. Now, if this image is too large, because the WordPress has a maximum of 1 gig that you want to upload, if it's too large, what you want to do is go back to your cPanel, right? Go to your you want to go back to cPanel, right? Go to File Manager. And you see, if you go to public HTML, you see that WordPress has installed. You see all the details, WordPress login. These are, you can edit these codes and the rest, but you see all the content. So if I check WordPress content and I check uploads, you'll see the image that I just downloaded will be here. Yeah. So the image I just downloaded, which one is it? 9:03 p.m. is here. One of the images I just downloaded, I just uploaded. I think one of them is here. So, but if you want to upload the same image, the image that you uploaded here, what's the title? This is the title, right? If you want to find this image, this is the link on the image. You can open the image anywhere on your website, but this is the title of the image. So it's been uploaded. But if I want to upload via cPanel, all I have to do is come here, come to this image section and click on upload. It takes me to a different panel. I select file and I'm able to upload whatever it is I want to upload down here. But I might not be able to, okay, so I'll be able to upload it here from the cPanel, sorry. Hold on, let me close all this stuff. So we're just going to refresh, and let's check out public HTML, content, uploads. Are we getting it? Hope we're not confused though, guys. So you see that it has uploaded. So let's refresh WordPress here to see if it has uploaded here. Okay, so it didn't upload here. There's a plugin that will help you pull whatever it is you uploaded from your cPanel onto this media library, right? So it's called Add from Server, but we'll get there. So this is where you view all your media files and all of that that you use for your website. Here's how you create pages. So the sample page that you can see, this sample page that you can see here, this was created here. So I can create a new page. This is where you create multiple pages for your website. We're going to go into all those details. And this is where you choose themes, right? Now, in choosing themes, you have to be sure that these things are compatible with whatever it is you want to do. I will go into choosing themes later after I explain whatever you need, all the things you need to upload a website. So these are themes is how your website looks like. So let's go deeper into themes. Now, if you want to get themes to work with, themes are already built interfaces that you can upload to WordPress and edit to fit whatever it is you want to do, right? So let me give you an example. The best place there are various places to get themes from. There's Theme Forest. There's Envato Elements. I've not done my Envato Elements for this month. Hold on. I think I have an Envato Elements account. Okay, that's it. Do I remember my password? No, stop this. I don't think I remember my password. And can we all see my screen?
Yes.
Elements.envato.com. Now, Envato has, if I'm not exaggerating, at least 1 million things that you can look for. It is how I'm able to finish a website in days because I'm working with themes and templates that are very interesting to work with. Now, if you were coding, for instance, you need a UI UX designer to design the theme. So let me show you an example of, let's say, a website that I built a couple of months ago. So this is my Figma file. I mean, I'm also a product designer, so I'm just going to show you a couple of websites that I've built. So let's go to here. The interface. So I built an e-commerce website for Next Cash and Carry. It's a supermarket, one of the largest in Africa anyway. So I'm looking for where I kept yes. So this is one of the documents. So if you were to code your website from scratch, you will need a product designer to do the interface, turn it to code before it can be functional on your website. So this is an e-commerce brand, for instance, right? And I designed the interface, the vendors app, the shopping app, whatever it is that they wanted to use for shopping. So this is what the website looks like. So so I designed every bit of this, from the colors to the choice of all the details that we use here. I'm just going to hold on. Let me log into my main. Okay, so yeah. I hope we're all learning something. It's quite easy. It's very easy. If you watch it, you practice it 2-3 times, you're good to go. So I'm just trying to explain what themes look like if you were not coding and what they look like already done. So as a product designer, sometimes we create templates that can also be used, and you can code them into themes, right? Where people can buy and they're functional, compatible with a lot of plugins and all of that. So, but let me show you what it looks like. So while we are waiting for it to open, this is Envato Elements, right? There's Envato Market. No, there's Steam Forest. Sorry. There's Steam Forest. You can get WordPress themes from Theme Forest. It's Envato Market anyway. But Envato Elements allows you to connect to your WordPress account, right? So let's see WordPress. Let's search for anybody here. What business do you do, guys? Let's use. Okay, so let me just use myself since I'm building my own website. Let's look for what am I? I'm a coach. Let's say personal. Personal. So you see a lot of templates. Or let's start by saying e-commerce. E-commerce is better. E-commerce. Let's do e-commerce first. Search. So let's see if our document has opened. Our document is taking forever. It's taking forever to open. So I just want to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so you see various e-commerce websites you can download, e-commerce things. Now, the interesting thing about working with themes from this platform is that you can check out what you want before you use it. So, like I said, I want this class to be interactive. So you guys suggest, what do you guys do? Let's search for various stuff. You run a digital agency. I just need like 5 suggestions. Make it interactive. Come on. Okay, so e-commerce. So I like this jewelry shop. For those of you who have jewelry shop here. So let's open the jewelry plugin. Let's open the theme. A nail art brand, skincare, coach. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it takes time sometimes to open. Okay, so you see this. Here you come and so you see that this is the features. You must read the features before you upload anything on your website, right? So it requires WordPress 6.5. No need for you or your client to get familiar with a new option. You only need WordPress, Elementor, Elementor Pro, WooCommerce, and all of that. Blah, blah, blah. All images shown here will be on the demo content. So let's preview, get a live preview. Who's just coming into class? You, okay. Anonymous Toga, the person I just let in now, you were making noise in the class. I kicked you out. And I was saying, reduce your mic. You did not do that. So that's why I kicked you out. Okay. So look at this. This is beautiful, right? So let's look at some demo. So let's look at this. This is what the website would look like if it's already done, right? Look at this. So you can literally install this theme and edit each single page, change the pictures, all of that. That's web design. But if you were to code this from scratch, let's see what the code looks like. Let's see what the code looks like. Inspect. Oh, sorry. Developer tools. Yeah. This is, let's see. No, not for this. This is what I wanted. If you were to code this, here are what the website tools, the coding looks like. So, I mean, I've done all this before, very stressful, very, very, very stressful, right? You know, from the logo down to, you know, adding the pictures. It's a lot of work, you know. This is the body of the site. Okay, so if I want to edit something somewhere, I don't know where I'm touching now exactly, but this is code, literally. You can see all the colors. I mean, if you're a developer here, you understand what I mean. It's been a while since I did it, but this is, if you were coding the website, this is exactly what you would go through to be able to make any of this work, right? So you can get the colors, you know, sections. It's a lot of stress. So, but if you're using WordPress, you just need to download and install. So I'm going to look for, so this is the theme. We've opened the demo. This is the about. Let's look at the about page. See how beautiful it is. This is so nice and amazing. I like this. Let's look at the collections. Even the animation. You want to buy stuff, you know. Nice animations you can use for your website. So maybe when we start building, you get it. But let's go and choose. Let's look for more themes. Okay. So if you want to run a multi-purpose store, for instance, you can use this. If you want to run a multi-purpose store, so a multi-purpose store is like how do I put it now? You want to sell everything on your website, yes. So we'll add this. Oh, okay. So this one doesn't work. So before you download, make sure and it's not free. It's like $33 a month for you. So that's why. So now, in terms of billing your clients, you already know that to be able to get your themes and all of that, if you can connect this, once you connect this to your website, you can download 1 million themes and plugins, whatever you want to do, till you are tired. But on Envato Markets, you buy. Everything you want to use, you buy. So let's look for e-commerce. You buy it. Envato Element makes it easy for you to look at this. So, I mean, some of them are not on Elements, but everything you want to use here, you buy. So if a client reaches out to you and say, we want to do an e-commerce store for shoes, let's see, multi-vendor e-commerce store, right? Look at this. It's about $59. You check everything is compatible with. You check what it looks like. So let's live preview this. You can buy. So let's look at furniture store. So you can always look at this. So nice e-commerce shop, you know, you can check out various pages, various homes. So you want to sell a laptop or, you know, gadgets, you can download this. You can use this theme and install it and all of that. So I'm coming, let me check something on my laptop quickly. Okay. Okay. I just needed to find this folder. So, but yeah, you get it. How do I feel like I did not download something? Okay. I'm looking for something, that's why. Yeah. No, okay, it's here. Okay. Okay, it's here. I can find it. Okay, so this is what an e-commerce. So if you want to download an e-commerce, you want to build an e-commerce website, use themes, very easy. But you're buying from here, you have to you have to buy it from Envato Market. But if you're using Envato, what do you call it, elements, you might not necessarily have to buy anything. You just download and use, or you can connect it with plugins on your WordPress account. So now let's talk about plugins. So plugins help your site to be functional. So for example, I use this to be able to edit. This is the website I built with this. So to send. I use this template to build this website. So you see that I changed some of the things, the logos. So where's it? Where's this thing? Okay, so let's live preview it. I haven't finished it yet, so so you see that I changed quite a number of things on the website. It was easy to edit. Now, without my plugins like Elementor, there are lots of plugins, Bootstrap, Gutenberg. Plugins literally make it easy for you to change stuff on your website or make it easy for something to work on your website. So for instance, now security. I want this WordPress my WordPress account to be secured. I don't want anybody to hack it. So what do I do? Where's my WordPress? Okay, so let's go to WordPress. So what do? I go to plugins. So we've talked about themes. Moving forward, we'll be able to find better and more beautiful themes as we go on. So let's talk about themes. So plugins. You can either upload a plugin or add a plugin, right? And plugins, you use them for various things, to edit, to add more features to your website, lots and lots of things for e-commerce. Without your plugin, your website might not really work so well. But you have to know the plugin to use for each task you want to perform on your website. So the first thing I usually do is to add security to my WordPress, my Word account. So I use WordFence. WordFence makes it hard for people to hack your website, right? Or to install malware in your website, such that when people go to your website, it's redirecting them somewhere else. I was hacked last in 2023, around this time in 2023, and the hacker, like I said to you yesterday, he wiped out, he cleaned all my about 16 websites I built for people. He cleaned everything and turned it into a crypto website. And it was so painful because I had to rebuild everything. I lost the whole data. I had to rebuild every single client website from scratch. Those who didn't have patience told me to get away. So if you install this, it acts as a firewall, malware scanner, two-factor authentication for your website. It makes it hard for people to, enter your website and all of that. Now I've installed it and it's active. So let's go to installed plugins. Yeah, so it will show you WordFence. So get your WordFence license. Oh, I already have a license, so I don't need that. So install your license. Let me use Zane. Let me get my WordSense license. Hold on. It's supposed to be. So even if you log into your website, you get a notification. So WordFence license. Yes, so there's a code. You can use the free or the paid. So there's a verification code. You just copy it and add it here. So whenever somebody logs into your email from anywhere, you get a notification. Let me show you. So this is my email. I showed you that I manage this website. I installed WordFence on it. Anybody who logs into this website I get a notification. If I have a problem with SMO, they want me to upgrade something, right? Or update a plugin. If I don't update it, it shows the notification and all of that. It's more like a security store. It makes your website almost unhackable, right? Or unhackable. So let's go to dashboard. So I'm installing security on my website now. So it's very important that you do, so that you don't lose your client's detail and you start crying. So I just fill out that. So click here to configure. We're coming back. So I'm just showing you how plugins work. Download your HTML file is a file that if it's edited, the person has almost all control to your website, access to your website. So you're advised to download this, keep it somewhere, and so we continue to install, and installation successful. Right, so brute force protection. It gives you brute force protection, 55% web application firewall, thanks. Firewall rules, real-time ID block disabled. So it's still installing anyway. So it will be hard for somebody to log into your website by force, right? Now, there are other plugins that one can use. So I'm just going to go back to plugins. Sometimes when you are, when you want to build your website, there are a lot of plugins you need to install for it to be functional. So now, for this class, the most important plugin for us to use for editing all our websites would be Elementor. So let's go to Elementor. Elementor.com. So Elementor.com allows you edit websites, right? So adding of text, just is a drag and drop plugin that allows you to edit websites. You can add image, animations to your website, various things, forms, all of that to your website. You can host your website completely on Elementor, or you can just buy the plugin. So if you're building for one site, you are paying $59 per year. If you're building for 20, no, this is their, sorry, this is their, what's Elementor Pro? Sorry, this is their hosting. I want to get Elementor Pro. I'm coming. Let me just Google that. Elementor Pro. So the Pro allows you with extra features anyway. So with Pro, so you use, okay, yes, $99 for three sites, 25 sites. If you're working on 25 sites, you can just buy and you can use it on. It's about $200. It's about currently about 220 something thousand. You use it on 25 sites, right? So, but if you use it for almost 400 sites or 1,000 sites, you can pay for the yearly subscription. It's about $400. It's like 500K for 1,000 sites. So if you're running an agency, I would advise that you get this one or this one. That's the 25 or 1,000. But make sure that you have clients coming in. So now we know that if we're going to just build it for one site, we're spending about $60. And $60 on gray. Where's our gray? Yes. Where's gray? Hold on. Let's convert. Let's check our rates. $60 on gray. $60 on gray. I don't know how much that is. Let's do the conversion. So you remember I said whenever you want to charge a client, always add your fee, the cost of building that website. So the hosting and domain, you've calculated your price. So what are the prices we're calculating? Hosting and domain. Next is the cost of the theme you're going to be using or the plugin. So for plugin, let's say $60, for instance. That will leave me at $64,000 for Elementor plugin, right? So I've calculated 64,000, 65,000 plus how much did you pay for hosting for 1 month? If it's for 1 year, it's about everything's about $65. So let's check again. Let's check for 65. That's 34 plus 17. Let's say $50 anyway for domain and hosting for 1 year. 53,000. So see, to even just get the website alone is 100 and something K. Now, to get a theme, where were we? We are here. To get a theme, let's say we choose a theme that is cheap, $25, or let's say we don't want to buy from here. We want to buy from what do you call it? Envato Element. So Envato Element subscription, if you want to buy, if you're paying a year, they charge you $16. But if you're paying per month, it's about $33. So how much is $33? So I want to show you sometimes when you're building websites and you're billing your clients, you know exactly what you're paying for, and you're not even flinching. When your clients ask you why is this so expensive, you can explain. So $33, 35 cases, 36,000 plus 54,000 plus 64,000, which is about 154,000. So 150K has gone for theme, plugin, and what do you call it? Domain and hosting already, right? So you've not even collected your money for your job. But it's not all website that needs Elementor Pro. The Elementor plugin is free, but if you want to upgrade and have more features, you can use the Pro. Some websites require you to get the Pro. So let's look for SMO. I have a plugin. I have a theme that I downloaded. But I'm just going to look for a theme that works for me here. How much was $33 again? Sorry, let me check. Let me see if I'll be able to pay for it now. Okay. About 36,000. Let's do the other way. 36,000 NGN to USD. 7,000. See, so the conversion is different. So let's see, 32,000. Yeah. So 42K for me to be able to use Envato elements, but I already have a theme that I'll be using, so I don't need any of this. Now, the thing with these platforms is that there are also other ways to get things without paying for them, but it's not completely safe because it can be hacked. So let's say you want to get, I've used this before. I've used this to build this. I used this to build PickQuest that I showed you yesterday. .com.ng. I use this particular plugin, this one, to build this. But I changed the things that were there. So let's look at this one, live preview. You see that it's almost the same thing, but let's look at the live preview online banking. You see that it's almost the same thing, right? I just changed the details. If you refresh this one, it gives you the same design. Exactly. Right. So I did all this animation with Elementor Pro, right? So this is if you've already live previewed this. This is how I wanted it to look like. It was so beautiful, but the client wanted something else. Okay, so you get how it is now. If you look at, yeah, there are plenty other things that you can use. Hold on. There are plenty other things that you can use for whatever it is you want to do. So if, let's say, crypto and trading websites for information, all those nice websites that when you log in, you have already started thinking of investments. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So I was talking about things, somebody designed this before it was coded into things. Let me show you what I mean. Now, I designed this website. This is an e-commerce website, right? Before it was turned into code. So let's preview it to see what it looks like. So if I give this to a developer, the developer will turn this into code where people can now purchase and buy. So as a product designer, you're most likely designing, interfaces, login pages, all of those things, for a website to look really beautiful. Applications, even I built a bank, more like a bank app anyway, yeah. So I built a bank app. So this is the interface for you to be able to use the bank app. So this can be turned into a template or a theme, right? Let's see if this comes live. So let's try and pick a plugin for SMO. So let's look for personal. I'll have to look for, there's a plugin I looked for myself. Let me see if I saved it here. Let me check my bookmarks. I want to check my bookmarks, so hold on. So this is this is for weddings. Can you see my tab? No, this is not what I'm looking for. Let me look for, there's a website that I'm looking for that I bought. Okay, so it's not here. No, it's not here. Finding it might be a little bit difficult right now, but I know I can find it. Finding it can be a little bit difficult. Let me see if I can find it here. Where are my bookmarks? No, they're not here. So it might be difficult to find it right now, but I mean, you can look for it together. So when you get let me see if I get it on my hard drive. This is one handle. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. It will be hard for me to find it though, because I have some themes installed. Okay. I have some themes installed. I don't want to download because I've not paid for it. So, but we can look for it together. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to get it here now. So let's just look for a theme that works. So let's say personal. Let's look for. So you can come here and check which one is compatible with Elementor and Elementor Pro. So I'm just going to click on Elementor and Elementor Pro. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that is compatible with Elementor and Elementor Pro, right? So there are different plugins, all of that. I'm looking for a nice one we can, but I don't want us to waste time because there's actually no time, right? So installing a theme. Let's go back to WordPress and get our plugin. So let's install Elementor. Add new plugin. You search. So Elementor. Click on install. You can install other Elementor plugins if you understand how to use them. Headers and footers. When I'm explaining that, I'll tell you why I installed headers and footers. But yeah, so let's go to install plugins again. So okay. Install plugins and select what you want to install and activate it, apply. So light speed cache, sometimes this is if your website is storing up too much details on the website on your browser and it doesn't allow your website load, you can purge your caches. Your cache will be the stored documents, that's the files like images that are stored up on your browser that is not allowing your website load well. You can just delete them using this. So you can just come here and click purge all and to clear all stuff that's not allowing you, run your website properly. So Elementor, let's look at Elementor. I don't want to go into this yet. So we've not chosen a theme yet. So I'm just going to look for, a basic theme. Hold on. Let me look for a basic, let's look for a basic theme together. Okay, so let's look for creator. Also, if you want to install a plugin, but it's not installing from here, maybe you don't want to install it from the from the plugin installer, just go back to cPanel. When you go to cPanel, what are you looking for? You're looking for your file manager. At your file manager, you go to public HTML, you go to WordPress content, and then you go to plugins. And then you can install your plugin. You can install it as a, so I want to install Elementor Pro. So I'm just going to go here, click on upload, select file, come to my hard drive, look for downloads. No. Yeah. So I'm just going to look for Elementor Pro. Let me search for it. So I'm just going to search for it. It's usually easy to find. I have the plugin, although I might need to update it. I might need to pay for a new one. So, but I have the old one. You can just look for the plugin. So I'm looking for, I want to upload the plugin. So pardon me. Okay, so yeah. So this is the Elementor Pro plugin, right? It's zipped. I'll just upload here. It's supposed to show. Okay, I think my browser is hanging a little bit, so just let's give it time. Let me close up some pages. I don't know why it's acting like this, but I think it's hanging. So give me a few minutes. These are the issues. Okay, yeah, something is eating up my space. Let's let's end task so as to reduce pressure. I have 58 tabs open. Okay, I think it's better now. I think this particular browser, so I'm just going to close it. Yeah, let's close all windows. I'm just going to close it. So if you're watching this class later on, please don't be angry. I don't want to close my Chrome because it will affect the live class too. So let's close Shopify, let's close WhatsApp. Okay, so no issues. Let's log in from somewhere else since I have my details, right? So that's the good thing about WordPress is that you can log in anywhere at any given time. So I'm just going to add my username. Okay. Yeah, so we're back on. So if you want to access your cPanel, thegreatsmo.com/c, now is to find the mail now. Let me, hold on. Let me get the username that I used, but I don't have a VPN on this one. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. Let me get the username so that I'll be able to log in. Okay. Okay. Yes, so I'm in. All right. So that's how easy it is to log in. Zero stress. So we're going to go to File Manager. Where are we on this? 426 items. Okay. No. Sorry. Hold on. I want to open something. Okay. I just need to prove. Okay. So let's go back to. It actually uploaded anyway. So, but we've already left there. So let's go back to this. So public HTML is where you find the details of your website. Go to plugins, and you see that it's already uploaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to extract it. And once I do, it extracts, and you just have to refresh and come back there. Content, plugins, and you see that Elementor Pro is updated. So let's go and confirm. Let's go to plugins. And you see Elementor Pro, Elementor Pro is activated. So let's see it. So Elementor is here and Elementor Pro is here. So let's activate it. So activated. See? So now you have Elementor Pro, Elementor the free and the Elementor Pro. Now that we know how this works, so let's go and look for Envato, what do you call it? Elements. It's Envato. So guys, let me hear your feedback. Is it difficult? Let me hear.
It's confusing though.
You get it to start.
Thank God we have video.
This is just the beginning part.
I feel like it's very difficult to follow based on your current pace. So it's more like a lot of people are going to actually watch the video afterwards, like the recording, and then follow up with you. But with the current pace that you are like going by, it's very difficult to follow you.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's the time that I have. That's why. So let's look for.
I totally agree with what the previous person just said. It is just all about watching the video later on to be able to catch up. But if it's currently right now, there's a whole lot. So I think.
Okay. Okay. So let's pick a theme. I want to pick a template rather than a theme. So you can choose themes. You can choose responsive themes, or you can simply just choose. I prefer to choose Elementor plugins, templates, themes that are compatible with Elementor. So you see that when you selected Elementor Pro, you have a lot of templates, but you only have themes that are compatible. Only 16 themes are compatible with Elementor. So let's see. Let's see what this one looks like. I think I like it. So let's live preview this. Stratego. This is so beautiful. I like this. Ooh, this is nice. I like this. This makes me want to eat food. This is beautiful. I like this, right? And it has various stuffs that you can. So let's check the properties. The file type, say, okay, compatible with Elementor Pro, WooCommerce. That means I can also sell if I want to, right? So let's look at it again. So you see different templates. So I think I like this one. I'm just going to look for it on where I usually find websites. So I'm just going to stop sharing because I don't want you to get in trouble trying to get templates from this particular site. So you can buy yours if you want to. So I'm just going to get mine from here. When you start getting clients, maybe I'll be able to share with you guys where I get my premium from. Premium templates and plugins and themes from. So I think this is a theme. So let me just search for it. Okay, Stratego. Yeah, so I'm going to download it now. All right. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So this thing is, I have to buy it, right? And I don't want to pay for it yet. I don't want to pay for it yet. So let's look for another thing that I
Your
can.
screen is not shared, oh.
Yes, yes. I did not share it because where I get my free things from, eh, quote and unquote, is not completely legal, right? So there are sites that we go, they've already bought it from there. So we just go and take it from there. They are high level programmers. So, but as a beginner, you don't need all of that. So they can be able to be your clients very well. And you know how to work with it very well. So let's look for another thing. If you're watching this class, just stay with us. In the later on, just stay with us. I think I like this thing, but it looks weird. Somehow it looks weird. I think I like this one. This one looks AI kind of. So if you're a fitness coach, you're a personal brand, or let's even say portfolio. Let's say you want to build a portfolio. Let's see. How many portfolio websites can we get? The network is a little bit slow. So can we see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So thank you. Let's see. Is this compatible with Elementor? This is beautiful. This is a minimalistic black and white. This is so beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see. Oh no, you have to buy from them. So you see these guys now, you have to buy now. You can't use their themes. It's already sold. I think they don't allow people to use it more than once. So we can't use this one. Okay, how about this one? It's compatible Elementor Pro. Okay, let's look at it. Same thing. Can't buy from these guys. Let's look at this one too. Hmm. Okay, so let's install this. Next you. Hmm. My screen is not showing again, so I'm trying to get the theme. These things are not. They're not. Quote and unquote. They're not. Hmm, they are not. Okay. I think I found one. Okay, so I just downloaded one, the next year thing. So let me just share again. Just be patient with me. Okay, so let me open where I downloaded it. So where's my downloads? So I just downloaded the next year theme. Let me unzip it. Yeah, so this is the theme file here. So I can either choose to install it again from my C panel here in the file manager. I can come and install it from themes if I want to. So let me try and upload it here. So I'm just going to upload it here. Or I can install it from my what do you call it? From my WordPress. So if I wanted to install it from WordPress, all I have to do is come to Appearance, come to Themes, right? So I can click on Add New Theme. There are plenty free themes you can use, right? Plenty free themes on WordPress you can use for your website. You can preview them before using them. but I prefer to use my own because I pay for them and all of that. So I can choose the file and upload here, direct, and install, right? So let's install the thing. It takes longer time to be able to install, but yeah, you get the drill, Sha. So let's look at the Nexio theme again. You see that it actually fits what we want to do. Yes. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about while we are waiting for our teams to install is what I call menus. So a menu, you see all these things, navigation is also known as menu. Your home, your pages, all these things that give you a direction on the website is called your menu section. Your navigation bar is also called your menu section. But it's not every time. Sometimes when you install some plugins, they don't allow you to use menu. Like the first plugin that we used doesn't allow you, use the menu section on the appearance panel. So let's activate this thing. So if you activate this thing, a lot of things will change. You have a longer panel. Yes. So you're welcome to Nexus, blah blah blah. Please install and activate TeamRex add-on plugin. I'm not going to sell any of that. Okay, so you see that you have menus now. So let's go to pages and create our first page. So let's create our first page. Add new page. Let's name it home. All you need to do is just name it and publish. Publish. Now, because we've installed the Elementor builder, like the plugin, it will show edit this page with Elementor. Remember when we were editing posts, we just needed to add stuff here and all of that, and add whatever we need to add. To add like a page, but we can use Elementor to edit. But let's hold on first. So let's create our menu. Let's create our menu. So when you come here, it asks you for your menu name. Let's call it navigation. Navigation 1, right? It will be the main menu, it will be the mobile and the footer menu. So create menu. So we only have one page. We have about 3 pages on our page section, right? Here. We have 3 pages here. So the menu, all of them will show you. So, but let's select all of them. And let's just select and sample page, add to menu, it shows up here. You can take this up or down, whatever you want to do, right? And click on save menu. And your menu has been created. So let's go back to home. Let's click on edit. If you click on edit, because we're using Elementor, remember you can use any type of builder, but for this class, we're going to be using Elementor. You click on edit with Elementor. Now, your Elementor settings, go to, while that is going on, open your Elementor settings, come here and click on what you can be able to edit. So Elementor, landing page, pages, posts, you can be able to edit all of that. You click on save changes. Right. So now this particular theme requires plugins to function. So, for crypto payments, it requires this. For cookie information, for contact form, it requires a lot of plugins to be able to work. So let's install this plugin first. This TeamRex. Let's install this first. I can delete the entire website when I'm done. So this is just the class. So now please activate. Does it need something? No, it doesn't need a code. So it's activating. It requires a code. I don't have the code because this is more like a free. I got this from someone. So okay, so let's this thing will not work completely for us, but let's go to Elementor. Our classes, we're almost done with today's class, but let's edit a page. Let me show you what I'm saying. So now you remember this page, you opened it with Elementor, right? And you click edit, you opened it to Elementor. If you want to come back again, you don't need to do that. You just click here, edit to Elementor, and to go. So click on continue. This is what it looks like. Now see your home and your sample page. This is your menu. So if we create another page, for instance, let's say we create contact page. Yeah, publish. If you check, refresh this. Oh, sorry, let's go back to menu. Come here, we refresh this in the menu section and add contact page to menu. You can take it up or not. If you want to make it a subdomain, you can put it under. I say subdomain, submenu. You can put it under, but we want it to be together. So let's save this menu. Come back here and refresh. Can you see this? See home, sample, and contact. So let's say I want this contact page to be a submenu under sample page. I put it like this, I save. Come back here, refresh. So if I hover here, it will show here that there's a contact page, but you not do the same for here, so it will be under. And this is because of the theme that we are using. So in tomorrow's class, we're going to be, hold on. So let's recap today what we learned today. I know it sounds very difficult and scary and all of that, but what we learned today, we learned how to install our SSL, we did our cPanel, how to set up our business email, what we need to know about the file manager. We worked on WordPress. We installed WordPress via cPanel. We also worked with installing. We worked with installing WordPress, installing themes, introduction to themes. So we saw how we can select different themes, different platforms to get themes for WordPress that we can use, how to install it, how to set up your menu, how to use plugins, what plugins are. Introduction to editors like Elementor, right? So tomorrow we are going to be talking on using Elementor interface, the settings, how templates work on Elementor, Elementor team builder and site settings and all of that. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so I said we're not going to have class during the weekends, right? So, I mean, up until Monday, because I need to rest. So our tomorrow class, then next class will be on Monday. So after that, we've already done pages and menus. From Monday, we're going to start building our first site, which is a portfolio website. Our first site, which is a what? A portfolio website. So I want you to rewatch the video. If you have a website you want to build, install your domain and hosting, install WordPress, your SSL, practice everything that you've learned in this class. By the end of this bootcamp, we're supposed to learn how to build about 12 websites. So on Monday, we are going to start by building a portfolio website, maybe my website, right? So we start by building a portfolio website on Monday. So with all being said, thank you very much for joining this class tonight. We're going to just stop here and continue tomorrow. I hope we all got something tonight. Do we have questions? Do we have no class? There's class tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. There's class tomorrow. Do we have questions? Lorna, you have questions? Your hand is up. Do you have questions? Please go ahead and ask. Noela, did you get something from the class?
Oh, no, sorry, I don't have a question. I was just saying that. Yeah, it was really nice.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, it was good to see that.
Yes. Emmanuel, go ahead. You have a question.
So it's not really a question, it's just more of a suggestion. Because
okay.
Sites, honestly, I couldn't keep up. I know, like, I'll watch the video later, but I don't know. Do you have some sort of notes? Like,
No, you have to watch again. How do you want me to write notes for this thing I just said
No,
in 2 hours?
no, but perhaps you have like an outline of.
Oh, yes, I do. I think I should share that with you guys. I do. I'll share with you guys installing your themes, your menu.
For today, so just to get the history.
No problem. I'll do that. Class captain, please note these things down. You and your assistant. Is it Chi Berry? Yes. Go ahead. Ask your question. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chi.
Thank
Good
you for
evening.
your wonderful session tonight. So
I can't hear you. The network is breaking.
my question is, should I say,
I can't hear you. Hello, can you type? Can you type on the this thing? Chi, can you type? I can't hear you.
Is it possible she can type it? Because me as well, I can also hear her.
by the element.
I can't hear you. Can you type? She's not even hearing. Chi, can you type? Try typing.
I think our network is poor.
Yeah, let her type. If she types, we'll be able to hear her. Please type so that we can hear you. Okay, so yeah. Somebody said it's lost. Don't be lost. Don't be lost. You get it when we start building. So I'm going to share a document with you guys, probably tonight, so that you see everything that you need to know before we get started, right? Lorna, you have a question. Go ahead, please. Okay, let me just lower your hand.
Okay,
Daniel,
thanks
go
for
ahead.
the class. It was really insightful. Make sure that all we did to like develop our or design our websites beyond. So like when you were like
Will be on what? I cannot hear you. All you need
like
to develop
all
your
we
website
did,
will
like
be
all
on
the
what?
tools we did, like will be on the cPanel. When you were
Yes.
switching tabs, we were going through the WordPress and everything. It kind of confused me.
Oh, sorry. So the cPanel is the back end. You can choose to do from the cPanel or from the WordPress, but I advise you just follow from the WordPress, your WordPress account, right? Where you're uploading stuff. You basically need the cPanel for uploading things like pictures, themes, plugins, but you don't need to do that because you can do that normally on the WordPress. I was just giving you as an option. So from Monday, when we start building a website from scratch, I have like 6 clients that we're going to be building websites for throughout this bootcamp. I have a church, I have an engineering company, I have a personal brand that reached out to me today. I have my website that I'm going to be building. There's an e-learning website by the end of the month. Yeah, I think about 5-6 websites I'm going to be building this month. So that's just basically it. But when we start building, I'm not going to switch tabs like that. I just open each tab so that you don't get confused and you don't lose any information on a particular page. But my bad. Forgive me. So okay, so somebody's asking, I was asking if it's paramount for us to purchase the Elementor Pro while doing this training. No, if you don't have an active website you're building, don't do that. Right? Just watch. When you get a client, you can do that. When we are at the end of the class, we talk about monetization, getting leads, and all of that. When you get a client, for those of you who are very active, and I'll be giving maybe a little bit of assessment, I'll be picking you guys, right? I'll pick you guys, those that will intern with me, right? Because I do get clients to work with. I need people to intern with me. So I'll pick some people to be able to work with me, and they'll be able to participate. So you don't need to buy anything now unless you have an active, you want to use the website for something. So it's a learning platform. If you're not using if you're not building a website live, just leave it alone. When you get a client, come back and watch the course, right? Okay, so any more questions before we find our way? Any more questions?
Yes, I just wanted to find out, are we going to be using like Teams or most times we're
See,
just going to Teams to view the website like with Element?
for me, I don't even use Teams to start with. I use a demo theme. I use templates instead of themes. They're like lighter versions of themes, right? So I just look
Okay.
yeah, I just look for a theme that is nice, then gets multiple templates. So you can use templates. So on Monday, when I'm teaching you how to switch Elementor, you can use element when you're building a page, it goes blank. So you build whatever you like. For example, now this one, where what we're trying to do the first thing? Where is it? Let's see. This is responding according to the theme, right? This is the theme. But if I go to my Elementor settings and change it to Elementor canvas, everything goes blank.
Oh, I can't see your screen. I don't know if you're sharing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go back to default. Hold on. Let me share my screen again. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
So all of this is responding to the theme, right? This is what the theme looks like. Remember that we are using this Nexus theme. So this is the demo. This is the demo. So all you are seeing here, the whole, this is how the theme was built if you have not added anything to it, right? So, but if I want to change this thing now, I want to start from scratch. I want to add my own things. I'll just go to Elementor. I'll select Elementor Canvas. That way, it will put everything as new. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I can start building from scratch.
Okay.
Add my headers and footers, and all of that. Yes. I didn't add a plugin. There's a Elementor plugin. So let me just add that. Envato plugin, sorry. Envato Elements plugin. So it allows me upload templates that I have downloaded from Envato into this place.
Okay.
So I've installed it. Let me activate it. Right. So I want you to watch something. It's active now. So if you go to this place and you refresh, so you see that it has been added. Can you see this now? So if I want to install, so let's try something. You have free kits, for instance. They offer you free stuff that you can use. But let's look for free blocks. Let's say I'm looking for a header. I want to install a header. If I click on install with navigation, it will import. So I'm waiting for it to import. It will take a little bit of time, but it will import eventually. If it imports, you will see I can build whatever it is I want to build from scratch, how I want it to be. I was showing you guys that, okay, so I designed this. This is what a website looks like when you are like as a product designer, right? I designed all of this. A developer can turn this into a full-blown website if they want, right? The developer can turn it into whatever it is they want it to be, right? So I designed every bit of it, from the colors to the text to the choice of images, to the interface. So when a developer picks this, they turn it into whatever it is they want to turn it to, and it becomes a live website. This is what it looks like, right? So yeah, so you see that it has downloaded. Look at our menu. Can you see? So when we start working with Elementor, then we can change this to SM changes, right? You can change it. I mean, a lot of things. So if you click update, let's now check it out live. The real smo.school/home. So you see it. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
So we'll be working with Elementor. It's very easy to build. If you're coding, let's inspect this to see the code for this. If you're coding all of this, this is the code. This will take you a couple of hours to finish, right? But this like literally took me just, how many seconds did it take us? It didn't take us much now. And you can make these buttons active if you want. I mean, there's a whole lot to do, but it's quite easy and interesting to work with. So I mean, you can literally add templates. Okay, let's say I want to add a hero section, for instance. This is my favorite hero sections to add. I just import this. Very easy to work with. So it's always good that you get a Envato subscription. What I do is sometimes I link up with my friends. It's $33. Yeah, everybody drop $10, 3 of us. If we don't want to drop $10, or everybody drop $5, 6 of us or 7 of us will be able to pay for it, and everybody has the login details. Whenever they want to log in, they log in and collect whatever it is they want, or one person will be in charge of responding to whatever it is that we need. Do you understand? So if you guys, I mean, if I can for maybe like for 1 month, I can be supplying with plugins, with templates if I'm able to subscribe very soon. So, but you get the drill.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So it's quite easy to work with. So it's quite easy to work with. Turn off your microphone. So look at this now. This is a very beautiful website. If you run an agency, this kind of website is the kind of website that gets you the job. It makes a client believe that you guys know exactly what you're doing, right? So you do brand agency design. I mean, your work will come out very neat. Your work will come out neat, neat. You see your team. I mean, by the time you're done, they'll think you use $5,000 to build website. They'll not know that it's not even up to $200 that used to build your website. And you can go to Fiverr and you see people who want to build websites, design. I mean, look at nice works. This plugin now is compatible with Elementor Pro, so you can always use it. It's very beautiful, very nice. So let's see for personal. I think this is for personal. If you are, for example, now, I think I might use this for my portfolio, right? Because I'm a designer and I have a lot of black and white pictures, so I can use this. Web designer. I mean, look at how beautiful this is, right? If you, I mean, look at options. Makes your website very, very easy to use, right? So let's see what it looks like on mobile or on tab. Okay? Let's see what it looks like on mobile or on tab. Look at it, very fine, very nice, you know. It looks like, and these things take a lot of code to do, but with templates they are very easy to do. So let's see if I have this thing. So you see, this has already downloaded, and I can change whatever I want to change. On Monday, you will enjoy the class on Monday because it's going to be a little bit more practical than what we have currently here. You know, let's try and upload this here on the website. You see, it's very easy to upload stuff, very easy to use images, very easy. There's nothing you want to do on WordPress that a plugin cannot do for you. Once you get the right plugin to work with, your work will be too easy. It will be too easy, right? So I need to go now, guys. So you can always edit this. I mean, make Buhari delete. You get it. You know, you can change it to whatever you want to change it to, you know. Whatever I want to change the images, change the button. So if I want this button to lead to google.com, for instance, right? And I update it and I save, when we come here, where are we? When we come to here and we refresh this, This is what will show up. Now, when I click on this, it takes me to google.com. Can you see? So very easy to build. So I just hope that you guys got the message. It's going to be an interesting time building with you guys. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. It's supposed to end by 8 p.m. So
thank you very
I'll
much,
see you
sir,
guys.
for the class.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Leave the
Thank
call
you.
so
Good
that
night.
I'll be able to. You're welcome. Let me see.